Not this one. This one. This piece right here. It's probably not going to split. Busting up naughty wood. Look at that. 6 pieces at once. It just split it right there, bud. Good job. I'm not worried if that axe or if that maul goes through and hits the dirt as much. That's why it's nice to have a junky one. Notice all the other ones are just kind of sitting there, guys. This one's a good one. Like I said, I don't like that rubber handle. If I taped it down, if I wasn't lazy, just now it's too sweaty, the tape won't stick. You want to use the big FISKARS? Try to split it with the big one. Swinging an 8-pound maul like a monster. Buddy, yeah. Buddy, do you hear that thump, everyone? I think you might crack the earth right there, buddy. If you don't watch it, you're gonna bust through. Hit into a sinkhole. Wow, you're hitting it good too, buddy. It's a big job, huh? I think there's knots on it too. If you look on this side, it looks like there's some figuring. Let me give it a shot real quick.
Try your hardest.
I'm afraid that's already the case.
Really? Remember when you split bigger logs than that?
It's not the size, it's the knots, buddy. Wedges. I don't often get them out, but sometimes I do. This was a good opportunity to talk about them, good opportunity to utilize them. It's something that's important is using safety glasses almost always, but then also especially when you're using wedges. These have that mushroomed out top a little bit. I do grind them off. These are about due for it, but go ahead and give it a few whacks. Remember, you don't have to do it real hard at first. He's got safety glasses on. Go ahead. On a stubborn piece of oak like this, everybody, I'm not going to just skip it. I'm not going to necessarily chainsaw it. Ooh, you missed, buddy.
Yep.
Good job. Good job. You popping?
Yep.
Awesome. So there's a place for wedges. Once this crack's open, let's get it cracked all the way open if you can. Good job. Synthetic handles, everyone. Synthetic is good for this kind of stuff. You can't beat it. Oh no!
Is it too hard?
Well.
It's loud.
Just give it a few taps. Don't whack it real hard. Remember how I showed you that? Square if you can. Oh, look at that. Nice.
That was easy after you did that.
Once you get a crack in a log, guys, oftentimes it busts open. If you're new to this, many of you already know this, but if you're new to this, once you get a crack in it, a lot of times it's all over for that round. Excellent. Excellent. Good job.
Oh gosh.
Accuracy over strength. More important often. So,
That is very
once you pick up the maul, yeah, it'll be better. Choke up. There we go. Don't hit your hand. Good job. Yeah, just keep chopping it. Just keep chopping it. You don't need to swing hard. There we go. Now it's time. There we go, buddy. Good job. Good job.
That's a good stand. Woohoo!
I'm finding that this 8-pounder is good for some of this more knotty stuff. We took a break. We, kids and I, fixed a bicycle and went on a bike ride, ate lunch, did all that. Let's see here. big old boy. Let me tell you what, this sucker gets down to business. That's some big chunks. That's a long piece of wood. That's longer than I cut my firewood normally. This piece right here is probably not going to split real well at all. If you look at it, it's got this, and that. I'm going to give her a crack. All right, well, looks like I got somewhere. Let's see what happens here. Look at that. Cracked it down, guys. Wow, I didn't expect that so quickly. 8-pound maul. Okay, so we're cracked. So there we are. Overstrike. Hey, listen. When you're working on a piece like that, yes, I could have moved myself. I could have repositioned. Absolutely the case. But guys, oak like this, in Oklahoma humidity, man, let's just get it done. Let's just get it done. It's already busted here. I'd like to bust it again. I don't know if that's not gonna happen. That's pretty stupid. Wow. Well, let's see what happens. My hands are slippery, everybody. Look at that piece. Boy, that piece is off of there too. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a crack right here. Man, humidity. All right, look at that. That's pretty incredible. That is actually pretty incredible. Dang it, should have hit a little harder. To split something like that, everybody, is that's pretty amazing. Honestly, I didn't think that was gonna work like that. I changed my shoes, have some more appropriate footwear. These are not steel toe, everybody. I want to get some steel toe boots. I'm looking at some Thorough Goods. I really didn't want steel toes. The last ones I had was some Red Wings, and I hated them. I absolutely hated them. They were the most uncomfortable boots I've ever had. I mostly have had Chippewa. Well, I went and looked at the Chippewa dealer. It's owned by Justin's up in Joplin, Missouri. Found these exact boots. I was like, cool, exciting. I noticed they didn't have the little American flag on them anymore. And I was like, what the heck? Looked inside the tongue, they say made in China. Well, all right, I get it. I understand. Except for the price is more than I paid for these. Now I purchased these probably about 3 or 4 years ago now, but still, how come TVs and computers and a lot of stuff, how come that hasn't gone up in price, but shoes have? I don't know, it's kind of weird. especially being made in China. Maybe it's because it takes a lot of time to get over here to the United States. Nope, about a 1/2 inch off or 3/4. That was right on where it's supposed to be. Gosh dang it. All right. I gotta do it, everybody. I don't want to get a chainsaw out. Well, that's rock solid. I'm gonna try to split this off right here, actually. See what happens. There we go. Dang it. I'm gonna give her a few more whacks. Oh, nice. That's a good crack. Come on, let's pop off here. All right, so if you've got an abundance of good straight wood, probably not going to mess with this, but this one probably would have been better just to fire up a saw, really. Yeah, it would have been better to fire up a saw. I hate that. I'm not too far in now, everybody. There's so much tension on that. Let's try that. All right, so there's that one. And this one, oh, I think the stove can eat that. A little bit bigger than I like, but hey. My finger for reference here. These are pretty small growth rings, 1/8 inch, some of them down to a 1/16 of an inch. This tree, though, you know, 10 to 12 inches across here, is fairly old, you know, comparatively, right? So that big old oak that I cut the other day, that one, my son said he counted like 50 something rings. I'm not going to count this, but this is probably not much younger, and I've actually counted some smaller trees like this that are actually quite old. Because I happen to have some yellow tape. Let me know in your region, what do they call electrical tape? Out here, so I was a telephone man, okay? I was astonished when they called it black tape. Black tape, that's what they said, black tape. And I was like, what? I just call that electrical tape, right? I don't know what you call yellow tape, yellow electrical tape. But anyway, this is not going to be perfection, but it's going to be better than it was. It's like wrapping a hockey stick handle. And I normally rip electrical tape, but I'll just go ahead and, I got a sharp knife here, so I will do that instead. Oh, bounce. Oh, cracked. That's good. Crack. Okay, so 3 hits. I've got a decent crack here, everybody. What I'm going to do is just keep working my way around. I don't like to split this all the way down, because if I do, then it starts flopping everywhere. I hate that. Dang it. That was not intended, but hey, that's okay. It had to happen anyway. Let's just pop these off now. Okay, good. Good. This is almost like one of them fancy up, you know, where you got a splitter that people are splitting now that go straight down. That's almost what that's like right there. Pop the chunk off, and I'll just finish this up. Stuff's pretty green, will be used next year. We did have some extremely hot weather. Had I done this earlier, the wood would have been much further along here. Look at that, 6 pieces at once, I think. That's the way I like it. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it just looks like you don't know what you're doing. But when you got a good straight grain like that, the shock will just bust it apart. And that's fantastic. So this one here, at least 3 pieces, maybe 4, come out of this one. There's one. And that's a good, nice size firewood, everybody. I like that. What's nice is these barks are gonna fall off here pretty soon. It'd be really great if those were gone before it went into the stove, because the bark offers like no BTUs. Okay, so I've got a crack there. I'm gonna come and split this one now, right here. And now we'll go ahead and come in for the final chop through the middle. And there's a knot here, everybody. That's what's going on with that. Nice. There it is. This one's got a big old limb coming out of it, or had a big old limb. So this one's going to be another one that's not very fun. Not this one. This one. Right down the middle. That's good. All right, everybody. So that was my wood, just so you know. There it is. And there it is. Okay, busting up naughty wood. I'll tell you that. That's a naughty wood right there. Let me go ahead and split this off of here. I love it. I'd love it if that back one stayed. See what happens. That was not the safest. Need to arc less and go into the thing more. That's all I can say. Like that. Wood splitting not bad. I'm gonna try to get this out of here so that way it's gone. See, that's the problem with the wooden handle. If I was in the mall, first of all, I probably wouldn't get stuck like that. Second of all, I could just keep hitting. This will tear this up. So that's really, you know, if you're in good straight wood, yes, I could have hit that here better, guys. That's absolutely the case. But I didn't. Let's go ahead and hit it with the maul here, because I'm not worried about this thing at all. There we go. Beautiful. It helps a lot when you don't have to worry what the heck you're swinging at. It really does. This is where my hinge was. Nice, nice. Oh, that 8 pounds gets heavy to swing. It does. This is another cool thing about mauls, everybody. You don't see me do this often, but I'll do it. Guys, I'm just flat out too beat to be being He-Man. I just want the wood apart at this point. Okay? this ain't pretty. Guys, when the wood just pops off, it's nice. But, I mean, you can see I've hit this a lot of times. Not efficient. So the beautiful thing is if you do crack it up enough, what I like is when pieces come off like that, because honestly that's good firewood chunks. Yes, it's great when every single piece is an intentional hit. I can't say that was the case on that one right there. This one will be. Okay. Guys, I'm not swinging everything I have because there's no reason to. I don't want to be overstrike, like just hitting harder than I need to. And this is the beauty again, guys, of a maul. If this was my double bit, I would not continue to shove that handle through there. If it was my wooden handled maul, I would not do the same thing. That's good. Look at that, it's almost like shingles. I intended on getting this pile completely worked through. I'm done for today, okay? But we got a lot of it done. I've also gotten a lot of the nastiest stuff done. But there becomes a point where you got to quit. You got to stop. You got to say, okay, it's time to go in. I'm tired now. We rode our bicycles about 7 miles, my boys and I. Mountain bikes on mostly the asphalt and a dirt road. And my one son absolutely loves riding bikes, guys. And I used to be a cyclist, to be honest with you. Mountain bikes and road bikes. And I've put on a little bit here. So anyway, I wanted to come out here and split, get some stuff done. But then there was a request to repair a bicycle and to go ride. Well, I hate saying no all the time because I say no a lot. And so we wanted to go ahead and go for a ride. Good for us, good exercise, time as a family. And I came back and did a little bit more splitting here. It's nice, there's shade now. This would be actually a better time to split than when I did earlier in the sunshine. It's cooling down a little bit. The lighting is getting beautiful. This is the oaks that were cut down over in that area over there. And this is what we've got so far.